Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chibowski in the third round of this week, fighting a guy called Varden from, I think it's now, well, he's currently in Hyde Republic or whatever. It's a Merc guild, but normally seen he's in the second Maw guild. So Varden has 9.8 mil GP, which is quite a bit over me, like some of the other opponents have been hanging around with at the current ranking. So yeah, has just about everything. Like when they have this much, it's hardly even worth the effort to check which characters they might not have relicked, because it's going to be pretty much everything. It's mostly just a matter of how high is everything relicked. So yeah, looking like a really interesting fight. Varden hasn't attacked yet to my knowledge. And there you go. So on my defense here, I've got a weak Maul team, I've got a Darth Revan team, and then I have a strong Lord Vader team, and I'd say a decent Rey team for him to play with. Now typically what he does is he keeps more or less the same GLs for offense, 3 of them, and then sets 3 on defense. So he keeps his SCE and his JML typically, and then he also keeps a Rey. So what I was hoping for, given that he keeps typically 3 GLs for offense being SCE, JML, and Rey, is that he would see the Lord Vader team and the Rey team and just feel the need to use up his JML. And what he typically seems to do is, if he uses JML against Lord Vader, he adds in Hermit Yoda, which breaks the JKR JKL against SLK. So that's actually the GL I have in the back in this case. I wanted him to think it's JMK, but SLK is right there in the back with an anti-SCE setup, so that if he would keep his SCE for the back, he would drop a ton of banners. So it's kind of like a triangular setup there, where JML's almost certainly going to go out on either Lord Vader or Rey, and then no matter what he does, it doesn't really work out in his favor. Unfortunately, however, he changed it up against me and has set 4 GLs on defense. He's been more or less doing the same thing for weeks, and honestly don't know why, but when people fight me, they seem to realize that I don't just repeat my defense all the time, and then they change it up too. Or maybe he's already done this all week. I don't know that, but it's always a remarkable thing, which is good. I mean, it challenges me a lot because I'm used to opponents that don't really bother. So you can see his SCE team there with Darth Revan in it. I don't really get the addition of Talon, like what she is supposed to do, because Grievous is gonna like have a big, like a really tough time beating this anyway, so I'm not sure what the point of that is. Then the JMK team, almost nobody has actually one-shot the JMK team. People have failed with Rey Jedi, with JML Jedi, like all over. I think I only saw one person succeed or something, which is pretty crazy, because typically the win rates are a lot better. And then the SLK team that he has, yeah, just good relics on everything. The JMK team as well as a relic 41 there collectively. And then the Lord Vader team, he only recently got the relic 9 there, but he has it now, and yeah, that's super tough team as well. So I'm not sure I'll be able to get through this. I can soft counter some stuff, but yeah, it's not going to be very clean. I mean, it doesn't need to be if he gets stuck in the back, but if we end up clearing the same number of teams, and I was less efficient on all of the teams around the board, then I end up losing anyway. So not just because he might not clear doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be easy for me. He also has Starkiller, which I don't have. I believe the Kyle, and also the Darth Vader under his Lord Vader has like 300 speed or something, but Kyle here as well, almost 300 speed. I think the Queel has almost 370, 365, yeah, and then dash speed on top, obviously. So just all over, tons of mods, which is what you would expect from someone in Maw, but still pretty crazy to be up against. So I'll just get started, see what I can do. And given that I kept my JMK on offense, I'll just run it right here. So I throw in Padme as my 5th just to protect myself against the out-of-turn attacks. I could have actually, what I should have done here is thrown Mason. I actually tried to remind myself to do that, but forgot anyway. So what a lot of people like to do is go into half ult with their JMK and then take out Cat first. It's never how I played it in Arena. It might be a better approach. I don't really know, but Yeah, I just go about it like this and then target Cat first, because their AI typically splits up all of the damage anyway. So then it doesn't really feel worthwhile. Their AI also switches between Cat and Jedi Master Kenobi, which typically gets them into ult a bit earlier, but then later on in the fight, I'm doing better anyway. Now I actually get a stun on Cat before she even gets the Xian out, so that's nice for me. And then I already get my second Force Leap here. And Cat's down. So yeah, I don't know if one is better than the other, but this is just how I go about it. I'll just stick with Ahsoka for a bit. So maybe going for JKA is actually better, so I don't trigger another one of his specials. But actually, JMK disagrees anyway. Might as well reset Cat. And just Force Leap on Ahsoka, who has an absolutely stupid amount of bonus protection. I would really think a group attack like that would burn through it, but I suppose not. There we go. But it might, like, the fight might look a bit different without Padme in there to help me mitigate so much of the damage. And just one more hit and I'm done here. So it's good banners, got the first one out. And then I'll just move along to SLK. So this one has me a little bit concerned because at the start of the week my JKR modding wasn't entirely on point. So I believe there is a chance that I can't buff my Jedi Knight Luke at the right time. And that's going to end up backfiring on the double tank variant only, not on the single tank one, but obviously you face the double tank then. So let's see how that goes. I'm pretty sure his SLK was about 570 or something, I actually didn't check. Now anyway, I think I checked when I saw the board. Alright, swap over. Get the stun in. Go for Stormtrooper here. And yeah, here you have it. So JKR's is barely faster. I think I like either upgraded a mod or got one barely up. And that's not what you want, obviously. Because now if I go for Sith Trooper, he doesn't quite go down far enough. And I also kill off Fost before him, etc, etc. So it's not ideal, but it should still work here. Let's get the ability block on SLK. Fortunately got it. Put this over on Hermit Yoda. I think he's gonna get his shot here. So I'm not quite sure I want to put up the foresight. I think I'll put it up. It's probably the only play actually. Yep. Just trying to remember. I always get a bit, I don't know if it's brain fog or something, but when fighting this team I'm like trying to think like what was the difference between single and double tank again? And that's where the mistakes creep in. Let's take out Hux here. Very nice, put up the taunt. Fortunately, he keeps it. That's why that Zeta is so important. So he drops somewhat low here. And I really need that ability block that's coming up now with JKL to get that on SLK or I'm gonna be in big trouble. So swapping over here. And actually can't do it because I can't target him. So what I should have done different there with a turn meter swap. So SLK now he's certainly gonna take someone out. It's probably gonna be JKR. Unless, I mean JKR is still gonna move before him. So let's just do this. I could have maybe done Hermit Yoda for the turn meter boost. That was the right call there. Okay. So I messed that up. I should have called Hermit Yoda, who would have fed a bit of turn meter to JKR to go ahead. It probably wouldn't have saved him because I don't think he had specials available, but that would have been the right play. Hopefully get blind. Nope. Hopefully ability block. That's something. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. I think he's gonna AoE next. So Foresight wouldn't be terrible here. So let's do that. It's a gamble. Ooh, that was beautiful damage. And indeed, that was the AoE, and now I can pick him off. Okay, so still made it out. It's not great on banners, but this is the soft counter I needed. I considered using Grievous on SEE and trying to clean up with troopers, something like that, but it would have ended up pretty ugly, I think. Yeah, I mean, I need Grievous against Starkiller as well, so it's not really an attractive option. The tough fight, however, is really here on the the Lord Vader team with JML. I'm really not confident about this one at all. So I'm actually using Watt here, even though I would love to do SEE Watt on his SEE. I'll have to try to make something work with armor. And I don't actually know if I have tanks to make that work. Looks like I don't, so that's gonna be crappy. But I have to do it. I think, like, if I throw in Grandmaster Yoda, I'm just gonna get absolutely butchered. So the main problem here is that Darth Vader at with crit damage modding at 297 speed, that is just crazy. Alright, I just have to pray for an ability block under Darth Vader. That's gonna be so critical here. Sadly, their Lord Vader is a little bit faster. I actually really should have checked him, but I didn't. Okay, I got that at least. Would be a really lame way to lose, but entirely possible. Lots of debuffs on my end. Let's cleanse them. And then I'm gonna get started on Royal Guard. So he just has to go down. Call Shakti here. Put the healing tech on Shakti. I should have maybe done weapon tech on Ki-Adi-Mundi first. That's my bad. Means not like I can blame my viewer anyway. Alright. That looks okay, but I'll have to be mindful of his protection there. That it doesn't drop too much. Call Barris here. And this should get me the kill. Could have done Lord Vader there as well, but oh, it didn't. Oops, that's not good. Call JML then. See if I can get Maul down a good bit. That's looking like a no. I want to repeat the F-Lux. I really have to control Darth Vader. Great. So they get a ton of mastery here because there's so many characters alive and I'm not close to my ultimate. So this is where I start getting into trouble. And where characters just start dropping off. Hopefully Barris can keep some around. Watt is like barely holding on here. Barris can take it, Shaq should be able to take it. I'm saying she can take it, but it doesn't really feel that way. Let's call Ki-Adi-Mundi here, I think. Thrawn is certainly less squishy. I'm not gonna heal every time, so let's just take him out. Looking okay on debuffs. This fight is actually going a lot better than I thought it might. So I'm quite happy there. Keep topping this guy up. And I don't even have a crazy Jedi Master Luke, he's fast. Lord Vader was clearly faster. But yeah, I don't have a ton of protection on him. I don't have any great protection primary arrow, which a lot of people do. So as I've mentioned before, you always want to do Grow Beyond before F-Lux. it just adds more value. It's better than the ability block in this case, which you just really don't need as much. Also because he's going to resist that a lot of the time, while the Grow Beyond is irresistible. So I'll just heal my Watt up here. Might as well just preserve some banners. I can do an F-Lux now. And I'll wait with the cleanse because he hasn't done his AoE yet, but I'm not sure I'll get the chance anymore. I've got too many turns going now. So I'll just do this. Who knows, maybe I'll actually get to recover some protection. See if I can get Ki-Adi-Mundi to full. And let's heal him. There we go. Quite happy with that one too. So then I guess SEE is going to be the tricky one. Or do there even have to be tricky ones? Yeah, solo, like, that clearly doesn't work, in case anyone had any ideas like that. I don't think anyone's ever won that against such relics anyway. Alright, let's see if I can make this work. So I want to, since I'm going first, I'm gonna link their SEE for faster ult. And then Darth Revan has got a fair bit of damage. And he's also very fast. So that Brute's gonna die pretty much instantly. Oops, I had something come up there. So let's see, in this case, they got linked, they did the group attack, and then my armor just went. So the fear didn't really affect me too much, meaning I can just slap on these stacks of Beskar. And hopefully they finish off one of the linked characters. I don't want to do the group attack here. It's better for me to spread the deceived. And there's also no point in keeping the other characters around because I'd just be feeding ultimate. So instead I'd rather do a group attack. Get rid of those retributions. And then just poke someone. Okay, that one's gone, that's great. And really, I just wanted them out. They're out now. I could have tried to keep them around to take a couple more hits. But I think my SE should be fine now. And that's some really good progress. Talon does do a fair bit of damage there, actually. But without relinking, I'm just going to AoE here. It should... I was kind of hopeful it would kill multiple characters, actually. But apparently not, so misplay from me. Go for Talon next. Actually, I have to go for Bastilla Fallen next, because she is the one who ability blocks. But at last I get the link anyway. So I'll just go for Bastilla Fallen. I could start trying to make progress on SEE, but I mean, it's just going to get reset anyway, so it's not much of a point there. Alright, take 2 more out. 3 in this case, actually. That's really nice. That's going to make this a lot easier. And now I can just hit auto. Alright, got my 60. So let's take a look at his back wall then. Shouldn't be particularly strong anymore, but it's also not going to be a walkover exactly, I think. Decent teams, but not as strong as it could have been, I guess. But this is mostly what he has been setting, I think, actually. So the Iden team is certainly still going to be a challenge. Even for Beskar Mando. Given the Death Trooper, let me check how fast that one is. 262, okay. Could have been a lot faster given the mods this guy has, so I'll definitely take that. Now what's nice about me going first as well is that it puts that pressure on him to make sure he definitely doesn't fail on the front, as long as I can keep one-shotting his teams. So that should make my life a bit easier, assuming I can keep succeeding. Alright, you fools, let's go. So, going to target lock Kanan here. Then I outrun their Mara Jade, dispel the taunt, and start going for Visas. I can also get a good hit in on Mara here, push her back a bit further, and actually mostly just get Visas a bit lower through secondary damage. And I typically do like to get Mara close to down first, or entirely if I get the chance. This should be a good hit, there we go. Because that just makes the fight easier, no debuffing on my end. Weird Starkiller delay there, let's get Visas out entirely. And I'm actually gonna get Illuminated Destiny off here. If Kanan doesn't behead BB-8. EP has lost his target lock, I wasn't paying attention. All good though. And then Kanan's just gonna give me some time maybe to top up protection on something. Nope. So let's see what they have going for me. Yeah, Death Trooper does go first. Yikes, that's not gonna look good. I'll put this on Bow. Let's see if it works the way it usually does. That's Relic 7 Snow Trooper, has me worried. So what I typically did before is already throw the mines out just to push back their turn meter. Oh yeah, they've got crit immunity. Horrible move there. I really shouldn't have done that. Completely wasted the mines because then you don't get the tenacity down. That's not good. There is a really big misplay right there. Well, I get it this way. Like, you don't need tenacity down for anything specifically besides the stuns. But I mostly wanted to push back the turn meter, but you also can't get that if you're not critting. So that might have actually been the misplay that's gonna cost me this fight. Let's see though. Question is if anyone is still ahead of Beskar Mando here. If not, this is not gonna look too good. I don't think, besides Dengar, but he's not gonna add a whole lot of birds. So I think I have to basic here rather than put up Foresight. Just to even try to get to like 12 birds or something. It's not gonna get me the item kill. For sure, yeah. So what do I want to do here? They're all Relic 7, they all have high survivability, so I think I just have to burn it on Iden and try for a round 2. Done it in the past, but it's certainly not the clean way to go about this. And the longer this fight drags on, the more risk as well. Let's get a stun in on Snow. I'll put up the Foresight and heal Dengar here. I think Beskar Mando needs one more turn. Get a taunt back up. It's looking quite alright. And in this case, I will use the mines. Because I can get some crits in, get a stun in here. Now go into bird stance. And I should still be able to get a good number of birds to take out Iden. Unless my Beskar Mando gets triggered early. Which is starting to look really likely. Look at how low Dengar is, yeah. And there it happened. But he still got me to 16, so hopefully this kills. Great, and I got the second kill too. So once again, similar to last time, well, this is not one. I might still drop a character here, I'll have to be very careful. But similar to last time, you can make it work if you get interrupted, if you misplay. So to me, that makes this such an insanely reliable counter, because there are very few counters that are forgiving enough to give you that second chance to still make it work. And not just like one character doing a different move, but a whole team just cycling around, waiting and just giving it another shot. Because Because in almost any other situation, you're just faced with heavy timeout risk or just huge chances that your characters are going to drop. And the other team turning it around. But here, I've just been able to make it work consistently. So very happy with that one. And I'm going to move up here, take out these teams, and then revisit the bottom. So here I figured, given the ridiculous speed on his team, I was going to attempt to simplify my life a bit and run General Skywalker. With that said though, like, they're even faster than my General Skywalker team, and just looking at the Beskar Mando, they're ready to get going. That certainly has me worried. So let's see if I can get the dude down. So that's the lucky part you have. The damage gets split. If gas isn't sitting yet. So even if you're slower, it still works, but not something you want to underestimate anyway. Because I knew Dash would have a pretty big hit in there. And he did, but it wasn't quite enough to get General Skywalker down. And if Nest is faster, for example, she could also give you some trouble there. Should have maybe done that on Nest instead, but I'll get through her eventually. If anything, with that Rex special. Let's see if it's enough. Yep, there we go. Against mods like that, you just have to yield and use an overkill team, because otherwise you can't do it. I really had to try to make this round work based on that GL construction that I said there, and the fact that he only kept 2 GLs might end up helping me, but it depends on his character choices against the Lord Vader team. So fighting this one next. So since it's a gear, what is it, Relic 8 Grievous, I'll just go for T3 first, get rid of that bonus damage stuff, and then do a stand swap here, and then just take out Grievous this way. It's cleaner than going for Grievous, not making it, and all of that stuff. I do take a bit more damage. I'm probably gonna drop some banners, but I don't mind it too much right now. I might after he's done attacking. Let's see if anyone can get to full still. I think Chewbacca is, CLS is, so, you know, it's alright. Gonna get a 62 out of it. There might be ways to consistently 64 it or something, but I don't know how. I don't think I've ran this one in recent history because I've always needed my troopers elsewhere. Kind of lame when you lose your stack on Dark in the first attack, but not much I can do there. I think I'll Dispel here. Just be able to get around Kara. I'm not sure I can take her out as a first target at his relic level. I mean, it should be possible. Also given that I have range actually, but let's just do something else. Go for Pow because he has high turn meter. Yeah, it shouldn't really be a concern. I just figured like if I drop the stack, maybe I don't quite get through the tank first. But I don't think it really matters. I'll just save the group attack in the end for Kara. But at least Dark can take it, like out of all the characters, he's probably the one you would like to take the hit. So let's check out his fleets. Has he gone with Negotiator and Executor as he typically does? Looks like yes. Alright, running Aura with Gideon here. Figured I might as well. I didn't really check like how well it does in general in the stats. It should be fine. I think the main concern is just Aura isn't gonna live, so it won't be particularly great on banners, but if that's the biggest concern, then should be alright. I just want to stick to B2 here because I don't want to trigger him and get him to attack anyone else. It would be really tempting to go group attack on B1 here, and I could actually afford it, as if I do that, then B2 is just going to max, he's going to drop the stun, but it's not going to be a big deal. So I think I'll actually do it just to get B1 down further. Then I can disintegrate Django. Another nice target would be Newt, so that he doesn't spread his extortion, which might make my life a pain. But instead here I was going to get another shot at a group attack. Of course I don't know if I'll actually stun, because B1 provides a lot of tenacity. But maybe then in this case Aura could have done it. And I would have still been in control that way. So kind of the same logic, like B2 is dazed now. No, he's not, that's stun. Nice sight anyways. But I'll just take B1 down further while there's a stun on there. Because there's so many stun chances that I have here, I can call Aura again. And there we are back in control. I don't want to do a basic here because I don't want Magna to counter and taunt yet. Though it might just be my last chance, so let's do it. Yeah, didn't get it. Because now B2 won't be controllable. And then he's going to start dispelling all my buffs, might make another disintegrate difficult. And then if Newt starts spreading extortion, this can derail pretty fast, so... somewhat of a risky move. That could definitely end up costing me. Because look at Newt, he's got his turn meter creeping up and I'm just stuck in this loop here. I'll just do this. And probably knock down B1 a bit. Because B2 is already annoyed anyway. This should get Mando's disintegrate up. It's blocked because it just got dispelled. I'll just stick with B2 here. Try and get a stun on him. Didn't get it. And I'll stick with B2. As long as I can stay out of Magna taunting now, I should be fine. Get my taunt back up. And then definitely the next disintegrate is going to be Newt. Once Newt is down, there's no more risk of extortion. I'll still take damage, but it cannot spiral out of control where I have to keep giving, like paying the extortion essentially. And what's also nice is this way the fight kind of keeps playing itself. I don't have to put in a lot of effort because they just counter. And the damage due to low stacks B1 is pretty minimal and demoralized, of course. And look at Gear 11 Aura just hanging out with the rest here. There is, however, starting to be a timeout risk. Because I just don't get through Magna with the healing there. Alright, let's get B1 down. Oops, that was too quick. I thought Aura would take another turn there. I could have cleansed with Grief, that would have been perfect. That might end up costing me there. That's actually really stupid. I'm just rushed for time. And my Gideon is going to go down and that's going to give me trouble. Yep, I actually blew my own fight there. That's a big pity, actually. Well, valuable lesson. That's for sure. I can't go around taunt anymore. I can cleanse this, I can group attack, but it's all too late now. And I thought I might have the disintegrate to take out B2, but I didn't. Alright, good lesson. In hindsight, would I have disintegrated B2 or Magna? I'd say probably. I probably would have. I really thought Newt was the right call there, but if any of these three components would have been taken out, then I don't think that loop would have occurred the way it did. And if I would have cleansed with Grief earlier, I'm not sure that would have made the difference. Like, I was calling it in the fight, but Retribution would have been dispelled all the same. Because I was essentially, this already happened because I was countering. So it would have just healed me and prolonged the turn meter loop there. Alright, so in this case I kind of like to kill Dengar first. Apparently I don't have the damage. I didn't think Dengar's this tanky, but he probably has a Relic 7 and that just adds a ton of survivability I'm not prepared for. Let's see. Nope, didn't get it. I'll just get the plague out. No need to overthink this. Gonna group attack on Boba. Oh, I didn't even get him. Oh well, let's take a Boba then, which I also don't get. Starting to feel like I should have gone with a Saj lead, but this is... Okay, that was gonna kill, alright. I didn't think it was going to, actually. Everyone's full health. Let's hope this stuns. Nope. Still full health, but progress reset. Come on. There we go. So I figured I'd do a 4-man job here for the Bad Batch. Hopefully get out before B2 does, and I do. Get a stun then. And I don't have to spend the next stun yet, so let's just do this. Swap over to Echo here, and I'm actually going to put buff immunity on Magna, so that I don't have to dispel Magna at any point. And then let's just get rid of Magna altogether, I think. Even though typically you'd want to take out B2. I'm this far into it anyway, and I don't really want to risk B1 healing anyone up. There we go. And then now I can just actually take out B2 like that. I'm literally just kind of spam clicking around, it feels. Right, let's see what I can do here. Hopefully no relic level bullying. No crit there, that's not good at all. Yeah, he's not anywhere near low enough. So hopefully this does crit. That's gonna be a close call, I'm not quite sure. I'm not gonna take a group attack here. Oh, okay, great. Why did Jedi Knight Anakin's ship do like a little jump thingy there? I'm not sure that's supposed to happen. Anyway, basic. I'll just... Do I want to... I think I want to target lock here. For some reason, my ship is ahead. I should have already dropped the target lock here. I think I was supposed to boost turn meter anyway, and I didn't. Did I just mess up? Oh my. That's not good. No, I think I'm on track here. This burns the loyalty. No, it's fine. I don't know why I'm mixing things up here. that faster Anakin, that's definitely a problem though. What can I do here? I think I continue to control... So normally seen actually I control TIE Bomber, but now Plo is out here and Plo might mess things up for me. I can't do anything to the cooldowns here, so let me just booster meter, call in Cassian and hope I can get Anakin out, but it's not looking likely. Nope, no crits, but I get a second chance here. I'm gonna spec just for the extra damage to take him out. Not something I normally do, but here I really had to take the risk. And I'm not liking them focusing my silencer. So let's pass a turn. Okay. Still hanging in there. Daze all over is of course a problem. I'll get target lock on this guy to continue ramping my silencer. He's gone, that's good. And now I'm going to clean... I've got a clean target lock. If I don't, then I risk losing the silencer to 5s there. Rex comes in. I'm gonna ability block this guy, I think, because I still have so many dazes on the field. Stun him. Ah, too bad. I was hopeful I could get an AoE off with him. I'll call in a tank. Just have someone who can take a bit of heat off the rest. Cleanse would have been kind of preferred, but yeah, you don't have all of that in one ship. I'll dispel this. Let's just go for Rex, and I don't think I quite have the... never mind, I absolutely have the damage. Crazy. And it sounds like the dog is dreaming in the background. So you might hear some funny noises. See if I can pick off Plo. Got the nice assist there. Ah, too bad. So hopeful I could still save some of my ships. Spec out 5s, 465k. This ship is just so crazy. Maybe top up someone's protection. Nope. And I don't really want to wait for the negotiator to still do anything. 64, I'm super happy with that, given that I lost Cassian and I lost Special Forces. Still getting a 64 while bringing 4 reinforcements, that's just awesome. So super happy over there. Let's take a look at his pilots. Only Relic 5 Cat, wow. For such a big account you would think you would already have that one up, but no complaints from me. What about the Bosk? 8. Question is, do I want to send a burner? Given that it's potentially going to be a banner match, I don't think I want to send a burner. And I still have all of my fleets as that was a one-shot. So I'll take the risk here. Because if I can one-shot this, then I think I actually have a really good chance of winning. Alright, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the one-shot. Please, sir, for my family. Oh, close. And I got it. Nice. Okay, we're in cleanup mode already. That's great. Okay, that's cleansed. Great. Cleanse this. And I'll start going... I think I should stick with Razor Crest, to be honest. Just make progress on those stacks. And then indeed now do the group attack on IG. Because IG you just have to burst out, you can't just do it a bit at a time. As you can see now, he's already healing up. Due to... I don't know if there were any dodges in there, it felt to me like there was one or two, but I'm not quite sure. But if there were, that just stops you from getting through. Yeah, tempting to try to go for IG, but Hyena's certainly not going to kill it, so just have to go for Razor Crest, and I got that one, that's awesome. Now here, really important to reapply the chaff. It's tempting to try to dispel buffs and all that, but doesn't really do much for you. Ultimate kicks in. And, I'll just go for Bosk, it's kind of the safe play. Because I don't think I'll one-shot this anymore. However, let's reapply this. I would really like to take Boba out still. And Bosk for that matter. Let's do Bosk first, due to the turn meter. Fine, I'll do Boba, just to be safe, because I'm not sure I'll get Bosk out anymore. No ultimate yet on there, and that's a really big surprise, a very welcome one, but I did ask for a one-shot, so this is kind of how you get that. You do have to not get the ultimate in your face. So it looks like it's happening. Maybe I shouldn't cheer too early, but come on, got it. Awesome, 60 banners. Looks pretty good to me for a final score of 1668, not very high, given that I only dropped one battle. But yeah, it's going to be a challenge for him to top it, I think, due to the GLs. If he's smart and he can make the right split on the Lord Vader, then he can certainly make it work and then one-shot JKR, JKL. But then he's still up against my fleets, which he'll have to do a good job on. So we'll see, maybe I have a chance, I'll show you later what he did. At the very end of the round here, I'll just show you what happened. It was pretty brief. Actually, really, he just took out the mole team first for good banners. Then he went against Lord Vader. I don't know what he used, but it didn't work. So he just kind of gave up after that, which he typically does based on his history. He just stops playing after something fails, and he's certain he won't win anymore. He doesn't waste any more time. So that's a surprisingly nice win for me. I wasn't really expecting it going into it, but quite happy to pull off a win here. That actually gives me 2 wins this week still, so I should end up with a higher rank than going into the week, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, because I really, as mentioned before, I have absolutely no business hanging out at the rank where I am with no Grand Arena Omicrons and just like 8 mil GP. So I'm just feeling like I'm gonna get my ass kicked for a couple weeks in a row at some point when I actually start facing people that try really hard, and then I'll definitely get knocked back down. But yeah, pretty interesting second week, I must say. The Wolfpack opponent was definitely the strongest. Let me take a look if he won the round. It's always nice to know if you won or lost against the person who ended up winning the whole group or not. But there we go. I thought the game was stuck for a bit there. So let's see. No, he didn't end up winning. Not too surprising given that the top guy here who won is from Kaw with 10.9 mil. Yeah, that's not too easy to beat, so fair play there. And I guess this other guy also 10.1, you know. So yeah, I don't really understand what I'm doing in this group. But anyway, back over 4K rating, so it's probably gonna be another week, more stuff like this. I'm looking forward to it, surprisingly. Like, it's been pretty fun to try to figure out ways to out-strategize people and yeah, definitely got had that backfire on me in the second round against that clever opponent. So I'm expecting more of that, but I feel like it makes me a better player too. So let's keep it going.